welcome into my next Rise of Kingdoms video. Now I know that I haven't done one for quite a while, and to be honest the reason behind that is simply because I've been doing just too many lives. Like I've been live at least once every 2 days on YouTube, so I didn't exactly have enough time to do video. Plus, to be honest, I felt as if I expressed everything that I could have expressed through my live videos. That being said though, I was actually asked to start and do a few videos again. Certain people said that they enjoyed them, so I'm taking my chance to actually make an update of everything that's been going on and where exactly I'm at right now, what's going on, my situation, my progress, my everything. So to say that we have reached City Hall level 25, that would be dumb because we are already into KVK 3, so of course that's like the most natural thing to do. But let's just take a look at the rest of the stuff. Now, first of all, I want to go into tech mode. Whenever it comes to my tech, I would say that it's been going well. Of course, I am well behind the average of the kingdom, simply because, as you know, I actually migrated back. But that being said, I feel like I have done quite a bit of progress ever since the last time. Now, of course, I do need to do a lot more, as you can see, but this is just like the economic side. Now, if you go into like the fighting mode, well, I would say that the basics are pretty much all done. Now, the camouflage, I could be working on this, but it's kind of like 10 days for nothing. I don't feel like I'm gonna get any good information to scouting because, let's be honest, I'm not gonna be like the guy who's gonna raid the castle or generally attack castles. So unless the guy's like several times weaker than I am, I'm not ever gonna take that chance for the moment. So I don't exactly feel like there's any reason for me to waste 10 days on the scouting. Instead, I'm actually trying to spend a few days on my basic tech, which is my attack, my defense, and of course the most important, which I always fail to acknowledge, which is the life and the health. After I get these all the way to level 10, if it's even possible, I believe it should be, even though they take a lot of time, it's gonna be time for my cartography. Again, very much needed when it comes to Rise of Kingdoms, because being the fastest troop on the map is sometimes the difference between losing and winning. Sometimes if the enemy is a lot more powerful than you are, of course you want to have that extra speed to reach the resource, the castle, the tower, or whatever it is as fast as you can, or at least join your allies. So of course it's very much needed. That being said though, it's a full year of speed ups right here, so and I don't exactly dispose them at the moment, so I'm gonna wait a little bit for this one, but it's gonna be like at a later date. Right now I would say that I'm rather focusing on this one. I kind of low-key want to get my defense up for my infantry because I have chosen to be an infantry type of troop when it comes to my main troop for the moment. The reason behind that, I feel like is the most easiest one to do, and I feel like I can pick up on the cavalry or the archers maybe a little bit later, but for the moment we are actually going infantry. The commanders that we are going to choose, of course, are going to be CPO and Liu Che, but we're just going to talk about them at a later time because they haven't exactly been released yet as per KVK 3 that we are at the moment. As you can see, that's a lot of work to be done. To get tier 5, it's really not going to be easy. Actually going for the tier 5, I actually got to go through a whole explanation. So apparently someone sent me like a whole map of what I need to do in order to get tier 5, and if I have the awesome guy right here, this thing is just gonna hurt. I didn't even know this thing existed. Now in my mind, what I was actually doing is that I was gathering arrows for my watchtower, thinking that somehow if I got my watchtower to 25, I could get my academy to 25, and that was about it. Sad to say that was not the case. Unfortunately, there's a whole block of stuff that I gotta upgrade, and when I did my calculation, this is about 50,000 gems worth of upgrades right here whenever it comes to my farms, my lumber, my quarries, archer range, barracks, stable, and basically everything that you see here. So if you ever want to get tier 5, if you're watching this video, this is exactly what you gotta do in order to get tier 5. You gotta get literally almost every building that, well, maybe like with few exceptions, to 25. And then in order to get to level 25 you also have to do the whole economic part. Like this one needs to be like 100% done, everything. Even what you see that I got gray in here is because I haven't had time to actually upgrade them, but they gotta be upgraded as well in order for me to get my tier 5. It's gonna be a huge pain. So I would say, frankly, the way I'm looking at it, I would say that I need at least 8 months to a year in order for me to unlock my tier 5. Of course I'm hoping that that's gonna be way sooner, and maybe I'll be mistaken and somehow I managed to get enough I would say speed ups and gems in order to close this up a little bit sooner. But for the moment, let's just go with the basics and say that we need an extra 8 months to a year in order to finish this one up. Now if you go next, I will talk about my VIP level. As you can see, I'm still VIP 11. I've been doing like huge progress for my last 2 months. Like I actually got myself from VIP 10 to almost like halfway through 11 to 12, and this KVK that I'm at right now is a way for me. As you can see right now, I am gathering gems. The reason as to why I'm getting gems is for me to finally finish my VIP 11 and get that VIP 12 as soon as possible. That being said, the next step, of course, for anyone who has played the game, but also for those who have not played it, so they need a little bit of, let's just say, like a tutorial, is VIP 14. The reason as to why you need VIP 12 and 14 is because at VIP 12 you get 2 legendary commander sculptures, and to VIP 14 that goes up to 3, meaning that no matter what you do, all you gotta do is basically log in and you claim 3 legendary commander sculptures. Now in a year, maybe that's not too much, but in a year that's about 1000 sculptures, if not more. Doing the calculations, actually there is a lot more. That's about 1100 golden sculptures, like 3 golden sculptures in a year, and that is basically all that you need in order to upgrade 1 or 2 favorite commanders, depending on what the meta is or what your goals are. So of course VIP 14 is, I would put it, even more important than tier 5. In my opinion, VIP is more important than tier 5. The reason being is that you can actually fight with tier 4. Tier 5 are, they take a lot more time to train, they take a lot more resources to train, and they take a lot more resources to heal. So they're very heavy on the resources and in time and speed ups and basically everything. So I'm not saying that tier 5 are not good, I'm just saying they're like a huge investment, and you gotta make sure that in order to have that, personally as a free to play, I would say you should have a lot of farms. Now going into farms, actually we can just go through the VIP and everything just for a little bit. Like I said, this is like the best place to be in for like a free to play. I would say like that's like the first major goal, and of course the higher you go, the more benefits you have, like action point recovery, very much needed if you want to be better at events or at KVK or whatever. Plus you get like an extra AP, you get the training speed, you get healing speed, march speed, you basically get all those buffs. Like no matter where you go, 16 is huge. You get like healing resources cost minus 10%. Now that might not look like a lot, but let me tell you, whenever you are wasting 2 billion resources per KVK, that's an extra 200 million that you are actually saving and you can reuse. So that's like huge amount of reduction cost. Action point limit plus 200, yet amazing. That means that you can actually skip more time and you can do less things throughout the day or less frequently, because for the moment right now my AP bar fills in about 10 to 12 hours. So during the time that I'm at work, sometimes I'm missing the deadline and I'm actually starting to waste a few of AP. But with VIP 16, of course, that thing would be a lot better. Of course you do get the action point recovery, so I might be a little bit in the wrong here. We still don't know that. I haven't exactly done the calculations, but point is, the higher you go, training speed plus 25, action point limit plus another 350, all damage of all troops plus 5%, and VIP 18, march speed plus 10, unit capacity plus 15%, meaning that from 200 you basically get like, what is it, like 230k troops. Action point limit another plus 400, and healing resources cost go to minus 15. So of course the higher you go, the better it is. Now no free-to-play player in the history of Rise of Kingdoms so far has actually made it to VIP 18, so I'm not gonna be like delusional and be like I'm gonna ever make it in here. Personally, I would say that I'm gonna get stuck to maybe like VIP 15. If I'm lucky, I'm gonna be getting like VIP 16 if I gather a lot of gems, but that would be like about it. I would not actually expect me to do much more. That being said, let's just jump to like another topics. I would say like the another topics that we have right now is the farms. What exactly is going on with it? Like, do I have only one account? A lot of people ask me this question: do I have only one account? Do I have multiple accounts? Do I have like multiple farms? Like, what exactly is going on? And here's like the situation for now. At the moment that we are talking right now, or that I'm doing this video, I have my main account and I have my first and only farm, which is in the same kingdom as my account. All my other accounts are actually spread out throughout the Rise of Kingdom servers, and the reason as to why that is because they are like new accounts that I'm working on. They are still not finished. This one is finished. It's actually well, as finished as you could say. Like, it's level 22 as a farm, so it has the 5 marches. It gathers resources pretty much quickly, I would say, and there's almost nothing that I'm doing here besides maybe some minor research on the economic tree, and that's it. With time, I'm gonna try to get this one, of course, all the way to like level 25. I'm gonna get the tier 4 in here. I'm gonna try to fill the tier 4 so that whenever we actually go to war, this farm accounts will just serve as a way for me to fill towers and to make my kingdom stronger. Hopefully that actually makes a little bit of a difference. I don't know, I'm just hoping that's the case. Of course, like I said, I'm not stopping with just one farm. I have 4 more accounts that are actually getting ready as we speak. This one is City Hall level 20. It's actually level 21 if I'm not mistaken. This one is actually a City Hall level 21. Let's just go and check just for like safe measure. But if I'm being right, I believe that is level 21, and it's actually going pretty well. I am almost there when it comes to getting my City Hall 22, and that's like the first major goal on having a farm, because that actually unleashes like an extra 1 march, and that's like the best place for you to have. Like, if anyone has a farm, like I would say the level 22 is like the best place for you to have. Of course, there's always things that you can do more, but as a farm, I would say level 22, 5 marches, gathering resources for your main city is the best place where it can be. Now, I'm not exactly wasting gathering or resource buffs in here, because truth be told, I might get attacked every single day. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it through tomorrow, because hey, at the end of the day, this is just like a farm account in the middle of nowhere. You never know what's going on. So that's the reason as to why I'm actually not wasting resources here, but it's almost done. Like I said, yeah, it's City Hall 21. I'm working on everything needed in order to finally get this one to City Hall 22, and that would be like about it with this account. Now, if you go to like the other farms, this one should be like City Hall 19, City Hall 19, and City Hall 17. So there's a lot of more work that I gotta do in here, and of course in here as well when it comes to like the gathering tag, but we are almost there. Like this KVK, I'm fighting with only 1 farm, but I'm pretty sure that the next KVK I will be fighting with at least 3 out of these 4 accounts. I don't know if this one is gonna make it, because unfortunately it's at the very new kingdom, meaning that it is not even KVK 1 again, so I gotta like migrate back a couple of times in here. Either that, or I'm just gonna let it ride, and I'm not gonna do anything into this account and just wait out until it like reaches Season of Conquest. It's debatable on what exactly I'm gonna be doing until the end, but we'll just wait and see, I guess. So that being said, whenever I will be stopping at 5 farms, or I will be making more, I do not know that yet. Like I would say like the bad thing about farms is the fact that they need a lot of work. The good thing though is that you gotta log in less frequently in order to gather the same amount of resources, so it is a very good allies to have. Like, it is a good, like I would call it like a really good investment for the future, but it does take a toll on you. Going through like 6 cities at the same day, through upgrades, through minor upgrades, which is even the worst, because right now I'm doing like major, meaning that every upgrade that I do takes about, I would say like 10 to 15 hours, maybe sometimes even a day. But like whenever you know the accounts are new, you just gotta make those micromanagements, and it's kind of like 10-minute upgrades, or you just gotta like stand there and make another one 15 minutes, and then make another one 24 minutes, and then just make another one 2 hours. So That's kind of like the most bothering thing about farms, but once you actually raise them, it's actually like pretty beneficial, and I would actually recommend everyone to get some. What else do I want to talk about? Right, commanders. Nothing special, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm kind of like low-key saving you video time right now if you actually gotta go. It's really nothing special, but yo, let's just get through this one as well, because why not? We're just doing it anyway. Anyway, so here we are, and this is the main account. Now, as per commanders, right now this KVK 3, I know it's not ideal, I know it sucks, but I'm gonna be fighting with Charles Martel, and either it's gonna be as a backup, it's gonna be YSG, or it's gonna be my Sun Tzu. I'm thinking a bit more about my Sun Tzu, because truth be told, he is maxed out while my YSG is really not, and I don't want to waste any gold statues or golden stars on this guy. It really doesn't, it's not important, because right now CPO and Liu Che are coming, and I want to be saving those resources for the important commanders. So there's really nothing important going on in terms of like the commanders for the moment, because as you know, up till KVK 3 it is kind of boring. You just gotta fight, you gotta save. It's kind of like you just play the long term. Now what else can we talk about right now? I would say my museum, it's going okay-ish. I found out that I had a museum about a week ago. I didn't even know this thing existed. As funny as it is, I was just like live on YouTube, and someone tells me, how's your museum going? And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? And he was like, just open, just build, like click build, and you're gonna see the new building. So I do it, and I see the museum, and I started actually doing the museum quest just about a week ago, but I'm glad to say that I managed to finish them quite a bit fast. As you can see, I'm into the Civilization Explorer right now, but everything is done. I have almost nothing to do here besides like a couple of like small stuff like wasting gems, which I'm actually waiting for the More Than Gems event before I do it, and the legendary arms, which it's really not up to me. I just gotta get the chests in order to open them. So, but I'm pretty sure this one is gonna get completed as well, and everything is gonna be fine. Let's see, I don't believe, truth be told, that there's anything else I'm doing right now. That's exactly what I'm doing. We are in KVK 3 right now. I'm gonna be doing like another video, because I don't want to like mix it up whenever how the KVK is going, what's the current status and everything else. But for now, this one we'll have to do, and probably the next video of my KVK status should be coming maybe tomorrow. But for the day, thank you all for watching, and I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Like and subscribe for everything, and peace.